back at it again, and I must say, I actually agree with the Young Turks. Yeah, I know. And one thing that I have noticed recently is that leftist media has taken a slight shift towards the middle, just a little bit. There's certain times where they will like throw in like, oh yeah, Trump was actually right about this, or Biden was actually a huge liar in this situation. He lied about Trump. They are starting just a little bit to starting to actually tell the truth about stuff, and it just makes me wonder: is it because of ratings? Is it because they realize what's about to happen? Trump's about to walk back into that White House, and so they're trying to do this very slow shift so that nobody really notices. Like, is that what's happening? Y'all let me know. Maybe it's just me. Maybe I'm tripping. Y'all let me know in the comment section. But we got the Young Turks today. And I want to show you guys this clip. Like, share, comment, and hit that subscribe button if you are new. And let's dive in.
Donald Trump is a great threat to our democracy. What is a democracy? What are the pillars? What are the pillars? A free and independent press to tell the story of what's going on, to keep everybody informed. Donald Trump has the worst record of job loss of any president. So we just have to make sure people know.
That was a global pandemic.
He had the worst record of any president. We've had other concerns in our country. If you want to be an apologist for Donald Trump, that may be your role.
You just witnessed Nancy Pelosi proudly display her hypocrisy in the context of the same interview, the same conversation within 3 minutes. That was incredible. She goes from fear-mongering about Donald Trump and his lack of respect for freedom of the press, and then goes on to accuse an anchor at MSNBC, Katie Tur, of being an apologist for Donald Trump for simply stating a fact.
Hey, she ain't lying. And I had showed you guys this, I think it was last week when this had came, or maybe earlier this week. Maybe it was earlier this week. I don't know. My days all blend together at this point. Anyway, I showed you guys the story, and I was like, why is she so angry about facts? And actually, Anna actually says something that's very interesting in this. Now, obviously, I haven't been in politics for very, very long, so I haven't gotten to see, Nancy Pelosi throughout her career. You guys can let me know in the comment section, but I want you to listen to what Anna says after this, as a reason as to why one of the reasons as to why Nancy went off like that. Check it out.
That was an incredible moment, and she should be called out for it.
100%. But this is what Democrats and corporate Republicans, both corporate parts of both parties, have been doing my whole life. They bully the press. You think Trump's the first one bullying the press?
Definitely not.
Okay, whenever they ask a question that the politician doesn't like, they lose access. Ask any journalist in Washington. If they're off the record, they'll tell you they're all obsessed with access. So thugs like Nancy Pelosi, Joe Biden, Mitch McConnell, George Bush, etc., have been threatening them their whole lives. How dare you ask me a question I didn't authorize? Can you believe Trump is against the press? Get out of here, man.
And by the way, I just want to but reinforce what Katie Tur said there. Look, I'm not going out of my way to defend Katie Tur, right? But she said something accurate. So Democrats play this trick where they point to Donald Trump's jobs record and how it's so terrible, but they don't take it into account something that he had no control over, which was the global pandemic, which of course led to shutdowns that the Democratic Party was fully in favor of and wanted to keep in place longer than Republicans did, right? And so the unemployment rate fell from 4.7% shortly after Trump's election to 3.5% by the end of 2019. So before the pandemic took place. And that was actually below the Federal Reserve's expectations of about 4.5%. So the federal.
I also do want to note They accused Trump of killing folks because he wanted to open the country back up again. Trump and Republicans. They're killing people. They're putting people's lives at risk because Republicans don't want to close down and lock everything up. But the great thing that came out of that, I think that the establishment overplayed their hand. They overplayed their hand. Never again will we fall for that, ever again. And I know some of y'all are saying, "Oh, well, we didn't fall for it." I'm saying in general, as an entire nation, will we fall for that again? Now, of course, there will be some folks, right, who will just follow along in lockstep. Oh yeah, no problem. You tell us to jump, we'll ask you how high, right? But for the most part, we're not falling for that anymore. And I mean as a country, entirely as a country, because remember, everybody was on board. Democrats, Republicans, Trump, DeSantis, because I know there was a lot of praise. DeSantis, had Florida going, but he closed down initially too. So everybody was on board with the same thing, and that's not happening ever again. As a matter of fact, I do believe there are a few Republican states that have passed legislation that has banned that at this point. If I do remember, I could be wrong. So don't quote me on that. But I feel like I do remember a few Republican states that have banned that now. But anyway, let's continue.
The Reserve was expecting the unemployment rate to be 4.5%, but during Trump's term, unemployment rate went down to 3.5% just before the global pandemic led to the shutdowns.
Yeah, so technically Trump lost 5 million jobs in his term. Okay, so I don't actually begrudge Nancy Pelosi for making that point. She's a partisan. She's one of the leaders of the Democratic Party. She's making a point against Donald Trump. No, and technically it's true. No problem. The part that I object to is her then calling Katie Tur an apologist for Trump for pointing out reality.
For doing her job.
And really, MSNBC are apologists for Donald Trump?
That's so ridiculous.
Okay, I mean, have you watched 1 minute of MSNBC? Okay, but the reason that Pelosi acts that way is because she's used to a lifelong, career of every journalist in Washington kissing her ass.
Admiration.
Yeah, and her nickname is Master Legislator. I mean, it's hilarious. She's gotten almost no bills passed in her 200-year career. They got Obamacare passed with like 60 senators and 59. I mean, they had super majorities and got 2 bills passed, Obamacare and Lilly Ledbetter. They're still bragging about that. I mean, they didn't get it. They could have codified so many things there: higher minimum wage, paid family leave.
I know, but
abortion, universal health care, everything. She didn't do any of that. And she's like, I came here to do an interview. Your job is to fluff me. Why aren't you fluffing me? Okay, so now, as opposed to us.
Now, I apologize. It was Cenk, not Anna. I got those mixed up, okay? I could have swore it was Anna, but apparently it was Cenk that stated that Nancy is just used to getting fluffed up, getting the yes, we agree kind of treatment, and there's no pushback on anything that she ever says kind of treatment. And that's unfortunate. That should not be mainstream media where they just go along just to get along. And you saw it there with Nancy Pelosi. Like, why was she so angry about facts? That is the truth. And like you said, calling MSNBC a Trump apologist, they're worse than CNN. They're worse than CNN. Trump apologists on MSNBC? Are you kidding me? For stating facts. Mind you, this is coming from the same party that loves to talk about misinformation and disinformation. These are the same folks. She got angry that Katie Tur corrected her on her misinformation. Yeah. The same party that wants to control misinformation online. See a connection there? Yeah. Misinformation, my ass, right? And I knew this from the start, right? I forget who said this. Oh crap. Oh man. Why am I drawing a blank? Why am I drawing a blank? Y'all know the saying. Y'all know the quote. I don't know why I'm drawing such a blank right now. But whenever the government says, or the seven most scary words ever uttered were, "I'm from the government and I'm here to help." And it reigns true to this day. Whenever I've seen the government say, "Hey, we're helping," well, now they've changed it. I've told you guys this. They've changed the phrase from "I'm helping" to "I want to keep you safe," right? We saw that with the pandemic, okay? Right? We want to keep you safe by locking you down, taking away things, forcing you to put on masks, making you get or some of you are going to lose your jobs, right? But it's all to keep you safe, right? Even the whole TikTok ban, right? And I talked about that. There was pieces of that legislation that you guys are not going to like. I saw some folks saying, yeah, we should ban TikTok. And I'm like, bro, it's not about banning TikTok. That's not what they care about. Trust me, it is not what they care about. There's language in that bill that's going to come back, and mark my words. There's language in that bill that banned TikTok that's going to come back to bite our behinds. Guarantee it. Mark my words. But remember, it was to keep us safe, right? Even this new bill that they recently just passed, the anti-Semitism bill. Now, I'm not saying that people should be out here spewing, hate speech here or there, but freedom of speech, right? But it's all in the name of keeping us safe. And notice how fast or how quickly they put it together and passed it. Now, you don't think there's something in that bill that's going to come back to bite us? Come on now. It doesn't take a rocket scientist to figure this stuff out. It doesn't take one. It's obvious what is happening here. It is so obvious. Every time they say they want to keep us safe, they don't care about actually keeping us safe. It's about taking more rights away from us. That's all it is. That is all it is. Now watch. The next time something happens, they're going to try to pass a bill all in the name of keeping us safe. Sending money to other countries. Oh, well, guys, see, if we don't fund them, then that spills over and it could happen on American soil, or we could have to send Americans over there. It's all to keep us safe, guys. We got to send the money. I'm just saying, if y'all disagree, let me know in the comment section, please. Maybe I'm the idiot. Maybe. Let me know if I am. All right. Don't let me be out here, looking crazy. Okay. Reel me in if I start getting a little too far. Like, hold on, Rich, you going a little too far. All right. But let me know if I'm crazy. I don't think that I am, though. Right. I'm just putting 2 and 2 together. It's adding up to 4. So, I mean, the math is correct there. But y'all let me know. Let me know in the comment section. Maybe I've been out of school too long. I don't know. Maybe I missed something. Maybe 2 + 2 adds up to 6 these days. I don't know. Actually, I do remember a clip where like a leftist said some math problem could possibly add up to something else. Anyway, y'all let me know your thoughts about all of this in the comment section below. Like, share, comment, and hit that subscribe button before you go. Peace and love. I'm out.